Hey everyone, this is the Gadget Guru. Just here with a anti-meta tech talk video kind of thing. This one is going to be on side decks and siding stuff to control the graveyard more or less. A common side deck card for lots of Twilight or Blackwings and stuff like that are DD Crows. Um, DD Crows are good because they're basically supposed to be 2. They're chainable. They remove a card from the grave and you can chain it to effects. So they go summon Lumina, pitch for Lumina, target, you go DD Crow. Their target's gone, Lumina's effect is basically fizzled, more or less, and then, they don't get the monster. So DD Crow has been really good for a long time. I mean, the meta has been graveyard controlled for a while. So I think DD Crow has been really good for as long as it's been graveyard controlled. Um, I mean, it also works with Allure and it works for Solidarity for Blackwings if they run that. So I mean, it has a lot of different uses because I mean, even if you want, you can just use this as a Solidarity boost. Like you have a Blackwing that's a 17, they attack, you discard DD Crow, you remove a card from their grave, and then Solidarity kicks in and gives your Blackwing 800 attack, and either they lose their monster because they already declared the attack, or they have to waste an Honest. So it can be it can make a lot of situations a lot better. It all depends on what deck you run and stuff. But DD Crow is one of the main deck, or not main or side. It depends on what the person believes. It's a good staple graveyard control card. Um, Before you think about it, no, I'm not going over Macros and DD Fissure because they technically don't control the grave; they just remove everything. So obviously they're amazing for grave. I'm talking about if you want to keep your grave and remove something in your opponent's, DD Crow is the way to go. Um, but anyways, the next card is Soul Release. Soul Release is just a really good card because it says select up to 5 and remove them, and it doesn't even say monsters. Just select up to 5 cards from your opponent's from either player's graveyard and then remove them. So it's like it's a free remove 5 from their grave for when you're versing Lightsworns or zombies. This can be just brutal. I mean, they start setting up for a really big turn. Let's say they have a Lumina, a Garroth, a Wolf of Celestia, and a Lumina. So they can play JD and they can go Lumina, stuff like that. It's just like activate one Soul Release, remove those 5. It's amazing. Soul Release is really good. Um, and that's another thing. DD Crow is amazing, and it comes in common. So comes in common, rare, and ultimate, and I have one of each. So yeah. Um, but yeah, Soul Release comes in common in like 2 or 3 different places. I think two, but it might have been reprinted 3 times. But yeah, it's a common, so it's easy to get, and it's guaranteed to help you deal with their graveyard. It's pretty common tech actually. A lot of people tech it in their side decks for Lightsworns. Just because it has no downside really. There's no cost. There's no requirements. It just says select up. It doesn't even say select 5. It says select up to 5. So all in all, I think it's a really really good card. The last card I want to talk about is something that is not used these days, and I honestly think anti-meta decks should totally use this. I mean, this card is. I've been using this in my gadgets lately. This card is broken. I'm not even joking. This card is absolutely broken. It's called Big Burn. If you don't know what it does, the effect is you can activate this card when your opponent activates a card that specifically designates a monster in the graveyard as a target. Remove all monsters in both players' graveyards from play. Yeah. You can activate this card when your opponent activates a card effect that specifically designates a monster in the graveyard as a target. Remove all monsters in both players' graveyards. So it doesn't remove spell and trap, but it removes all monsters. So against Lightsworn, this can wreck them. Because I mean, they summon a Lumina, they go ditch, target, activate Big Burn, every one of their monsters is gone. Necros, Garrosses, all of it just gone instantly. Um, Zombie Master, I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of Monster Incarnation. There's a bunch of different examples I can give, but overall, it is amazing. I mean, one of the ones I did use it on at the Shonen when I was playing with this in day 2 was a guy who was playing Archlord Christia deck in his Lightsworn. And he went summon Archlord Christia. I went, okay, he targeted Honest, I chained Big Burn, everything's gone. So when I killed his Archlord Christia, it went to the top of his deck and it became a dead draw instantly. So that really made him mad, because it was like, not only is all his cards removed instantly, but it's like, now he's going to dead draw into a Christia, which was really bad for him, because I'm playing gadgets and you can't afford to dead draw against the gadgets. But anyways, so I think Big Burn is amazing. I like, because there's so many effects that target. Like, I could make a list, but it is really amazing how many effects target. Just to list a few more, Mizuki and anything like that, anything to that extent. If it says select one or special summon one, or if it says one card and you select it, it targets. So a Big Burn will just totally devastate. It's very interesting. I like the card a lot because people don't expect it. And I like it even more because while DD Crow will remove 1 and Soul Release removes 5, that's nice. But this is chainable and it removes all. So if you're in late game with a Lightsworn runner and they have an amazing graveyard, this can just devastate. Because it removes every one of them. One game at the Shonen, I removed like 30 monsters from my opponent's graveyard. Like, so many monsters wasn't even funny. And because I removed so many with one card, he literally just ran out of options and he lost because of it. So, I mean, would I won without it? Possibly. It all depends on what I draw and stuff like that. But just because I had this one card, I mean, he went Summon Lumina, he went Pitch, he's gonna grab back a Lila. I went Big Burn. Every one of his cards in his graveyard except for Magic Trap are removed. And that meant both his JDs were gone. All that was, like, I think he had one Necro still left, so the Necro was gone. Lumina's, Garroth, Celestia's, Wolves, all that stuff was gone. Plague was gone. All of it was gone. So this can be really make or break in early or late game. It all depends on the situation, but this is a good card regardless. Obviously, if you're running Lightsworn yourself or zombies, you're not going to be running this. But Blackwing and anti-meta decks, hell yeah, this thing is amazing. Like, I showed my friend this card, and he's teching 3 of these in his main deck for Blackwings. Because he used to tech 3 Blizzards, because he liked getting them back. But now he's teching 2 Blizzard and 3 Big Burns. And he said when he went to a local tournament last Saturday, there's other locals. There's a few Lightsworn, a few Blackwing. It's a mixed variety, I think. He said this was amazing because when he played a zombie or a Lightsworn or another Blackwing and they target the grave, Big Burn, they just sit there and go, what? Because like they just don't expect it. They're like, are you kidding me? And then, like, first off, they have to read the card, and then once they realize what it does, they're like, yeah, okay, that's a little hacked. So, just a kind of anti-meta talk update. Really Big Burn. If you run an anti-meta deck, or you run Blackwings, you might want to consider this for your side deck, or even main deck in this format. Yes, I know the format's changing in a matter of days, because it's the 27th or whatever, and we get the new ban list, and it's coming out really soon. So I know it's going to be changing, but I'm saying, even after the ban list, I think this will still be amazing. But like I said, we'll have to see. But right now, this is absolutely amazing. So, just something to think about. This has been the Gadget Guru. Just a random tech talk. I wanted to let you guys know what I think. So let me know what you think. Comment, reply. Alright, I'll talk to y'all later.